Patrick was born in Britain of a Romanized family. At age 16, he was torn by Irish raiders from the villa of his father, Calpurnius, a deacon and minor local official, and carried into slavery in Ireland. He spent 6 bleak years there as a herdsman, during which he turned with fervor to his faith. Upon dreaming that a ship in which he was to escape was ready, he fled his master and found passage to Britain. There he came near to starvation and suffered a second brief captivity before he was reunited with his family. Thereafter, he may have paid a short visit to the continent. Then again, Patrick is revealed to us in the Confession as a man who maintained at all times an intimate union with God by unceasing prayer. We can almost listen to the unspeakable groanings of the Spirit of God communing with his soul. That wondrous spirit of prayer he first acquired in the woods on the slopes of Slemish, where 100 times a day and as many times at night he bent his knees to pray in the midst of the frost and snow and rain, yet felt his spirit all aglow with divine fervor. In every crisis and in every danger, his heart turned to God in prayer. During his long journeys from church to church, he communed with God in silent prayer. It is said he read the whole psaltery every day with his religious family, and we know that he spent one whole Lent on the windy summit of Poblete, and another in a lonely island in Loder, like our Savior in the desert, wholly given to fasting and prayer. First of all, as might be expected in the case of so great a saint, we note his wonderful humility. In his early youth, he says, he knew not the true God. With thousands of others, he was carried into captivity. Saint Patrick once said, as we deserved, because we did not keep God's commandments, and were disobedient to our priest, who admonished us about our salvation. It was in captivity that God opened the understanding of his unbelief so as to recall his sins to mind, and turn his whole heart to God. He was a stone sunk in the mire when God, in his mercy, raised him up and placed him in the topmost walk. At the end of the confession too, after recounting his labors in the cause of God, he emphatically declares that whatever little thing in his ignorance he had accomplished, no one should think or believe it to be aught else than the gift of God.